All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. It's time to count racks and stuff here, guys. Share the video, guys. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. We are here. We are here. We are here. It's Saturday evening, and I'm having a very good time. I hope you are having the same good time too, guys. Share the video here, guys. We are ready to wrap up the Saturday activities today. So please don't be a stranger here. So try to share the video, guys. Share the video. Share the video for those of you who are coming here for the first time. Well, welcome to this phase. This phase is the one that will really shake you or it will turn you down. Because any politician who want to take charge of our country, including the current government, you have to come through my question period. Why? Because I don't take side, because you are a politician that I have some friendship with, because you are somebody that has interest. I do not have any interest in any politician. You know why? The library you travel to every day, I haven't been over there for a very, very long time. Since I left that country, I never been back there. And I'm not going to go back there because a politician called me and said, "Can't let mess the country up." Or a friend called me and said, "Let's go mess the country up." No, I'm not going to do that. The reason I'm not going to do that is because when I lived in that country, I was a struggle man in that country. I suffered a lot in that country. And I'm not going to allow any Liberian to suffer there. I am not on Facebook to get political friendship. I am one of the person on Facebook that many Liberians do not like. And I love it and I love it. I want for many Liberians to hate me because I speak the truth. Within the next few hours will be Sunday. I don't go to Liberian people churches. I do not go to any church that is operated or run by a Liberian. Because many pastors, especially from Liberia, they are not God-fearing people. They are part of the devil. They are the one contributing to the backwardness of that country. They don't speak the truth. They don't stand for the truth. The people that go to the churches that belong to Liberians back home and in the United States and other parts of the world, they're not teaching them how to stand for the truth. That's why when we speak the truth in our communities, even in our country, they get frowned. They get bitter. I mean, how can you be teaching the truth in the church and the very people who go to the church are the very people who participate in your political process? And then when you're seeing something wrong, they don't want to accept you. So welcome to the show. Y'all got to get used to the face. Until the face go on the ground, y'all will always get me to contend with. Anybody who crosses the platform here, you will come to yourself, you will shake your face, you will shake your head, you will say, "But this guy is different." Yes, that's who I am. I am different. You know why? I don't need no job from no politician. I don't need to go to Liberia to look for anything. So, but because I am a Liberian, I will ask any politician question. So tonight, we are coming for Alexander Cummings. We are coming for Cummings. We are going to let you know that Cummings is not fit to be president of that country. And we're going to prove it to you. Every time Cummings comes to America here, whenever he says something here or in Liberia, we'll bring it to you guys. If you miss the broadcast, you will catch it tomorrow again. But you want to be here to get the live conversation here. So share the video, guys. Don't be a stranger here. Share the video, all right? So let me share the video here. But in the meantime, let's listen to more of our theme song and let's share the video, all right? We got all the proof for you. We got all the proof. Share the video, guys. I'm sharing the video here. Share the video. Share the video, guys. Share the video. Share the video. Share the video. We are here for Joseph Kereku tonight. We are here for Joseph Kereku tonight. Joseph Kereku is here with us on the East Coast. So we had to East Coast him tonight. Because he here upon the request of me. All right, guys. I think we are all settled now, guys. So let's slow down on the team song. Let's slow down on the team song. Let's slow down on the team song. So, guys, again, good evening to every one of you guys. My name is Jay Randy here. I'm a Liberian Jay yourself, but I don't subscribe to Liberian people paying respect to people, kissing people's asses. I don't do that. No, I do not do that because you know why? In this country here, I work in a place where we push cartoon. We push cartoon to survive. And I love doing my job. I love pushing my cartoon. So because I love pushing my cartoon, I don't rely on any politician that will allow me to go lie to the Liberian people. No, I do not do that. I tell Joe we are the truth. I tell any politician the truth. Because why? I love pushing my cartoon. I'm a cartoon pusher in the country. I push cartoon to survive. What do I do for a living? I push cartoon to live. That's what I do in the country. And because of that, you're a politician, you come here today, you think I'm going to think about government joining Liberia, you're wasting your time. Because I'm not going to kiss your ass to go do a Liberian job over there to push cartoon. I mean, to go wear kosu and stuff. No, I do not believe in wearing kosu. I believe in rolling my sleeve back to work hard. My point here is Liberia has been fucked up for a very long time. 25 more days from today, if not 24 more days, we will be preparing to celebrate our 176 years of existence as a country. But when you look at our country, there is nothing in our country that makes sense to you, right? Most of the Liberians who will leave from around the world, go to Liberia to visit, bulk of them stay right in Mosurado County, particularly in Monrovia. Why do you think they do that? Because the country, after all the years, is unable to meet the needs of you that live in a country that most of part of the other part of the country you live, you got all the facility there. If you live right here, you go to River G, something bad happened to you, you will die down there. Because we have bad leadership in the past that never cared for the basic, essential needs of our people. I grew up in a country where there was limited access to opportunities. And up to the age I am today, there is still limited access to the young generation coming up. And with the proliferation of opportunities such as Facebook, such as other medium that we can get to our brothers and sisters, I will use the platform to talk to the Liberian that I can talk to, that before you go to any politician, you must understand the character of a politician. Because people's character is like pregnancy. Pregnancy do not have. Character do not have. So I want you guys to understand that I'm not rushing to go back to Liberia. Since I left that country, I haven't been back there. I had no interest of running to that country. Do I want to go back? Of course I want to go back. But what do I want to carry? I want to take back with me the core value that the country had taught me. The principle that I'm guided by. The ethics that continue to make me to be who I am here. Liberia will not change me. But I will make sure that Liberians who come across me understand that what I have learned in the country, the guiding principle of business life, the professional standard of being a career person, those things will be applied in whatever or what I'm part of. Individually, collectively, teamwork, togetherness, I will apply them. But today I find that many Liberians don't like to hear the truth because they have been brainwashed. They have been drilled into believing that lies, worship a person or an individual or a society or an institution will get there across. I don't believe in no shit. The reason I don't believe in no shit because I live in that country. I'm not talking to a country that I don't know. In fact, I was born in Yukipa, not in the city, but I migrated and came to the city and understood those things. For Liberia to change, we must face the fight. People don't like to hear the truth. Liberia is a country that don't like to hear the truth. And the generation that are coming up, their minds are open, but there are people who are passing down the knowledge of rejecting the truth. So we are here to tell the truth. If George Weah does the right thing today, I will praise George Weah. If George Weah does the wrong thing today, I will criticize Joshua. I don't care for them how Fina Bono or Sekou Carrasco feel. I don't care for them. The country will move on. What good for Joshua must be good for Yapaglo. What good for Cummings must be good for Pandora. What good for Boca must be good for John Boca. That's what I believe in. But the churches in the country are not teaching the people the truth. The organization got no value to consider people to be equal. My bottom line here is we must be Liberia-centric. The centricity of being a Liberian is to make sure that equity spread around. The people who come in with Cummings in America here, what make you think that somebody over there cannot get on the plane to come with Cummings here? You think that Ude Mariah, Yakula, next will come from Liberia and come in the damn freaking country yet? No. Because people are squeezing the opportunity. They come in the country and they go back home. People see them, yes sir, yes sir. Who in the time right now telling coming in, yes sir? For the time coming enter the airport, who see him coming and telling him say, yes sir? People pass by coming left and right. Who cares? Nobody cares. Joe Biden come in the state every day, he passing around. In fact, the people in the area can tell Joe Biden, say, don't come here today, we don't want you yet. It's about public service. It's not about dehumanizing human being. All right? So we are going to discuss Cummings here. What I want you to understand about our election that is coming up is about understanding the character of people that you're dealing with. You see, it is one thing to know about your leader all the time, see them all the time. But what I want you to base your character on or your decision on is the character of people. The character defines who you are. We have said so many things here about Boca. We have said some things here about sedition. And for sedition, I can wipe my mouth on them in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, in the evening. They are myself with inside, without inside. Because if they don't do the right thing, like I always tell them, those people that are around Joshua, they were nobody before. 5 years ago, they were nobody. You guys who are sedition in the country 5 years ago, you were earning your late paycheck. You were doing everything for yourself. 5 years ago, the people that are around Joshua, they were nobody. But now that they are somebody, they have forgotten about the other sedition. And they myself will not get on it. We will never agree. I don't care Carrasco, Finaboro can kind of country and they come around my house, they kind of my community. I will never take picture with them. You know what I want to take picture with? The Liberian brothers and sisters who voted for Joshua that they don't respect anymore. Those are the people that I want to go take picture with, because those are the people who lay down their freedom and give it to Joshua to be president. And if government official in the weird administration not paying attention to those people there, I will wipe my mouth on them every day. Because you know what? They had it up there. When George Weah leave power, they will just come down, poof, and there will be nobody in that country. But guess what? The people who suffer will be the one that people will be putting their mouth on. For example, and you say, man, we're going to be your president, you're going to do this. I know these things. That's why I had to bring it on now. So if you're sedition, you're going to church tomorrow, go to your church. Don't come on my platform here. Because you're not believing God. When George Weah be in church preaching, you're not hearing what he's preaching. Because if you believe in God, what the Bible say, do unto other as you have them do unto you, right? Yeah. So when you get out, you're enjoying yourself. You see your fellow Liberian, your fellow sedition, you turn your Bible there, then you're not believing the Bible that George Weah teaching you. You are going to hell. And I'm not going to go with you. So you got to think again, think twice. When the Congo people were enjoying that country, most of the indigenous people said the Congo people were enjoying it. They never had time for them. Now you're in the Tina, you get your own brothers and sisters outside there. You want to take care of them. So sedition, Unity Party people, ANC, you got me to deal with. I am the one that will give you the hard time on social media. I'm not a Stanton Witherspoon. I'm not at the closing argument. I'm not a Costa. These guys are going to Liberia. You ever seen me in Liberia before? I don't even know where the airport is. But I still talk to you, right? And you can say what I say me, right? And that's why I will give you the hard time every day. The day you see me coming anywhere, you will say that guy that coming over there, he already correct. And that's the good thing I love about Facebook. Because Facebook is defining everyone of character. Whenever you see here, they say, Jay already coming to Liberia to work for the place there or work in the place there, you say, do I really want to work with that guy? The way that Megan be on Facebook, he's so straight at that. That's a good thing I like. Before, people used to say on the phone, oh, can I match the voice with the face? Because most of the time, phone, you can see the face. They wave by phone now, like they want to hear. They do it like this. You can see the face, right? All right. But today now, we don't want that. You can get on FaceTime, you can get on Teams, you can get on Skype, you can get on Zoom, so you can see the face. But the thing we're looking for now is the in-person now. The in-person. So the day Jay Randy show ought to be the in-person among you. Y'all will be afraid. You got to come to work on time. You got to provide your SMART goals. You got to tell me whether it can be measured, whether it can be achieved. If you don't provide it in them, you got to go back for training. We'll bring you down. With few of these things I just mentioned, you tell me what the working like, bro, over there, I will die the following month. You will bury me. So the only thing I will do is to tell you the truth. That the reason I country behind, because it is you guys who are now willing to do the right thing. All right? Yes. I see my sister here. She laughing hell. Yes. I think my sister, they call Evelyn. Yes, she becoming new on the show here now. And, you know, she becoming regular on the show. I don't know what her intention are. Because, you know, anytime J. Randy comes, when he comes with something good, he always brings somebody new. And, you know, my man Pam Motor now, he is going to be thrown off now. Because Pam Motor has become somebody that I had known as a sedition who wouldn't want to hear the good thing about George Weah, but he doesn't want to hear the bad thing about George Weah. Pam Motor, you are barking at the wrong tree. You are going to be definitely suspended indefinitely. And we all pay too. Pam Motor, you are going to be suspended without pay. In Labrador, when they suspend people, they don't tell you whether they suspended with pay or without pay. On the platform here, will tell you. Pam Motor, as of tonight, you are going to be suspended without pay until you can come back and go through J. Randy orientation that the platform does not take side with everything that George Weah does. George Weah is subject to making mistake. We will tell George Weah when he made mistake. We will tell George Weah and say thank you when you do the right thing. You know, CDC has done the right thing that I really appreciate. Oh, goodness. I haven't sneezed before. Sorry, guys. I think that the woody shirt I'm wearing here. All right? So let's say this here, folks. CDC has done something that is very, very, very interesting. CDC has had series of primaries. Let me repeat myself again. CDC, and if you're a clinician watching the show here, give yourself a big hand clap. You guys are changing things in our country that will go a long way and will be legacy after you. Most of your politicians who are government officials that are seeking re-election, they are going through primary across the different districts. I don't care what the opposition say, whether it's not fair or not. When you look at God at Cummings, who tells you that we can keep doing the same thing over and over, but he's afraid to go through a primary, he's not nobody to be even considered to be a janitor in that country. Because Cummings does not believe in fair play. Those of you that watch the FIFA game, they always say FIFA means fair play, right? All right? Cummings does not believe, all right? Cummings does not believe, how they call it, he doesn't believe in what? Fair play. This is the man who came and said we can't keep doing the same thing over and over, right? But he never had primary. He got flunked in 2017. He's coming right back. Look at Donald Trump in America here today. Donald Trump got flunked by Joe Biden. Donald Trump is not coming to say, I'm the standard bearer of the Republican Party. He's going to be joining ranks and file of the other candidates, including his former vice president. They're going to be participating in the primary where the high-ups and the people who are registered Republican will be voting to elect who will be their candidate. Cummings never did that. That is the first test that Cummings failed. So whatever Cummings is telling the people today, he already showing to you guys that he's not going to be a good leader. He's not going to be a good leader that follow the rules. You see, one thing about us Liberians, when we live in the white man country, we follow all the rules of the white man. But by the time we leave the white man land, we go out and go do our own thing. Cummings does not believe that going through a primary will give him the opportunity to showcase himself. You see, Cummings and Boca share the same character. These people have been appointed. Cummings work for Coca-Cola, he has been appointed. People who are working in corporate, whether you pushing cartoon or you supervisor, you manager, they always appoint you. So there's no reason for you to worry about people going to vote for you. Boca, 45 years in office, has always been about appointing. That is why the two guys, and characteristically, they are afraid to go for competition because they are never gotten used to going for this. You see, Ellen Johnson said she participated in senatorial race. So she was not afraid to go into any election. She was not afraid of any appointment. Same with George Weah. George Weah got elected as a senator, so you are not afraid to go for election. You follow me there? Charles Walker Bronsky, prior to his demise, he got elected as senator, he was not afraid. But these two gentlemen you see today, they are afraid of competition. That's why Cummings is moving away from primary. That's why you see the Boca opposition, the opposition from the Boca camp and the Cummings camp that are in government, if they are due for re-election, they already been telling the people, we have no primary yet. They don't believe in primary. So how do you trust these people? Fellow Liberians, how do you trust the people? Didn't we over here in this country and other country from Liberia supposed to learn and see how democracy works? But these people back there and here, they're not teaching you anything. So how do you believe in these people? How do you believe in the people? Our country operates on what we call a republic. Within our republic, we go and vote for government officials and we put it on our republic. But they operate in our republic using the Constitution. And then our Constitution operates within a framework we call democracy. It's not a monarchy. It's not some type of dictatorship. So because we run this through the framework of democracy, it gave the people of Liberia the power. That means that the people with the power can monitor their government officials. If they do the right thing, they commend them by giving them a second chance. If they do the wrong thing, they boot them out of office. You follow me on that? But today, those who operate in our democracy are operating with two types of democracy. One is the liberal democracy. The liberal democracy means you can say anything to any institution or any political party leader or even the president, as long your expression does not in any way poses harm to the president or the institution or the government official, you are exercising your liberal right. That because our constitution that contains 4 pillars that also include the freedom of speech, gave us that right to express ourselves. But however, because our democracy is brand new and most of the people who are operating and are privileged to use the democracy are illiterate to our democracy. So what do? They bring in what we call defensive democracy, which is the total opposite of liberal democracy. Defensive democracy is just go out there and say, you know what, Cummings need to declare his assets. Shut up, go pee-pee, go sleep. That is the defensive democracy. They don't recognize that I, as a citizen of the country, you as a citizen, you have the right to ask a question. They also have the right to say, you know what, this. But they will go out there and start to defend and even insulting you. Because what? They are playing defense. And that is called defensive democracy. They're not having a civil conversation. So more and more Liberians, or let's say most Liberians in the country, practice what we call defensive democracy. See how some of them express their comment under your show. Some of them even making threat. So let me say this to you. When you see my post and you make a comment and you don't see that post again, you have been black or you will be black. Because we as black people, we are very aggressive. Yes, let me repeat myself again. We are very aggressive. Some of us can define some of our people behavior to be aggressive. Other people who are non-black know that we are aggressive. And in order to lower that mindset is to start to exercise things. And Facebook did not make mistake by creating what we call community regulation, community rules. Because they know that human being, by default, we are very aggressive. And therefore, when you misbehave on somebody's platform, they block you. I'm not the one that's doing that. It's Facebook because they have started the pattern of human behavior. So it is up to you to behave yourself or you will be quarantined. So right now, I'm the one now who is in charge of the position of Mr. Pambutter, who had ran away. We don't come here to pray St. George will. Gerard Timothy is in Italy today. I want to see many other family members in Italy from Liberia playing football. That one will make me happy. In America here, and when your children ready to graduate, whether you live on the West Coast, the East Coast, South, North, everybody be posting pictures of their children graduation. They gone May and June. I saw a lot of photos of many Liberians there putting their children in a picture of what the hell you think people in Liberia can do the same shit. They should be able to do it too, right? Yes. So what make you think that other people in Liberia, children cannot post, family members cannot post their children picture when they're graduating? Only you that here, oh, you think less better for yourself? This is where we cannot get along. So whoever want to be a leader in our country, I will hold your feet accountable to that standard. If you don't do it, Liberian people choose you. When anything happens to Liberian people, they own their own. I will just come here. While you're crying, you're not, I will come and be laughing here. I will come and be laughing because you look for it. And that's what I'm here to tell you. I don't need nothing from nobody. I'm not the other people that on the closing argument. I'm not the other people that on the stand up with the spoon show. And all the other show them. They don't give me nothing yet. Because my mouth can't close. I tell them the truth. If they want to contract with me, with some people. You give me late money, I take it. Time for me to do my taxes, I tell the IRS, oh, I drink contract in Liberia. This is the money here. Deducted on my account. That is the transparency. I keep in the war pool, and I want to go back pool. But I want to make sure I do the right thing. Because for a long time, people have been doing things in the crooked way that have come more and more on the development in our country over there. If you don't want to be like me, that's fine. But I will tell you this, don't ever invite me to your church. Because the Bible that I learned when I was small, I was 10 years old when I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ. I lived that humble life up to today. And I believe it was God who gave me that blessing to be here. And it would be disingenuous for me to see where I came from and see people being taken advantage of and just side with other people. No. No. Like I said yesterday, it beat my imagination. It beat my conscience when I see things happening to my fellow Liberians because I'm on the other side. And I just sit down there. It takes a man or a woman to have that kind of heart. I do not have that kind of heart. I don't have that kind of heart. I really don't. It's just because maybe how I came up, the way I struggled, because everything that I got, I had to earn it. I had to work for it. It was not given to me on the silver platter. So many of you guys that go on the other platform and enjoy yourself, when you come here, you will see a very strange behavior. Very, very strange behavior. But that is the right behavior. Because in this country, your character is number one. And then your financial history is number two in this country. And we try to live by that here. We try to live by that here. And I want to make sure that Liberians who come across me understand that. Most of your brothers and sisters that you see running behind the politician then, they may be wearing nice clothes, but they cannot stand the tension in this country. That's why they're not telling you the truth, because they won't go to Liberia now and live the king and queens gather in the morning. Yeah, how can I help you? Oh, yeah. You feel facing the children's shoe? Yeah. Let me wash your car. No. It's not going to happen here. I will tell you the truth. So it's up to you to accept the truth. It's up to you. All I'm doing here is to tell you the truth. I will not be there tomorrow when the country gets messed up, when the next generation gets messed up. I know that if we don't tell the people the truth, and the people continue to live in extreme poverty, no educational skill, you are setting yourself up for some type of catastrophe. Because if the population increases in poverty, the day you retire, you go back home. You build your next house. The man who live in that community know that you come from America, you got money, and he broke. He need to feed a family. He coming for you. He coming for you. You will be an indirect victim. Next thing you know, your friend will be saying, but the man was, yeah, we passed away. He went like, bro, the man dead and gone. Yes, because you did not stand for what was right to create equity among the people. You wouldn't support that what was benefiting you. So you will pay for it. And people who are indirect victims are people who are not even part of politics. Excuse me. But because they didn't pay attention, they begin indirect victim. I'm here to tell you the truth. I live in a country. I live in a swamp. I know what it means for the frogs to be singing at night. And that's why I always say, if we are doesn't do the right thing, I will come here. So with that being said, let's get to today's presentation. Mr. Cummings has been saying a lot of things today, but Mr. Cummings said some things. So let's go through the video and let's break it down for you. We are pressed with time. I'm here for 1 hour, but let's see how far we can go with this. So again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome and welcome to the J Ready. It's the guy here who will tell any political leader in the country his bold-faced mind. We are not here to put anybody in a particular era. We are here to tell people the truth. All right? We are here to tell you the truth. And if you don't like the truth, you can call me any name. But guess what? I'm not ready to elaborate to go look for a job. You are the one supporting your opposition leader. I mean your leader to go look for a job. I'm not looking for a job. All right? So let's begin the show here today, folks. So today, I want to take you back. There was a guy today, I believe it was in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw most of my men on my picture here today, on my football picture is right here. Most of my body there on my football picture here today. All right, that's me right here. Most of my body then today, I saw some of them, especially this guy right here. This guy was on the field right here. This guy right here. But most of my body then today, they were on the feet today when Cummings was talking to them. So they're relaxing and they're watching it. Some of them, when they see the picture, somebody don't have the picture today. They don't have it. When I show it to them, because the picture was taken on what? The 8th, August 15, 2009. That's how long the picture been. Some of them don't have that picture. But you know I'm a guy that keeps stuff. So I will listen to some of them and they ask some important questions. But I want to take you back. I want to take you back today. Cummings was asked about the gay rights and the homosexuality. And the way Cummings answered that question, I want to take you back. Cummings himself is the one that put himself in that situation. It was not nobody. And here how he started that time. Let's get to it and let's get into it. All right? Let's get to it here. All right, so let's get into it here. Listen up. All right. So, the gentleman that asked that question, may his soul rest in peace. That question was asked, all right? That question was asked of Alexander Cummings on the issue of gay. He decided to answer the question the way he felt necessary to answer that question. And since that time, Liberians has been asking Cummings to clearly tell them what he means by it is a lifestyle that he has struggled with. Yes. Liberians have been asking. So, fortunately today, on the soccer field, a next gentleman decided to go back because that discussion happened, I believe, around 2016. 2016 or 17 when Mama D was still alive. So today, in 2023, a gentleman, this young man right here, decided to walk up to Cummings today. Today, he decided to walk up to Cummings. And let me say this here. You see, we the East Coast people from Liberia, we're not afraid of nobody. Because we on the East Coast here, we are true Liberians in majority. This question has been so hard for other people to ask. But this young man from the East Coast walked up today and decided to ask Alexander Cummings this question. So let's listen to the young man. All right? Let's listen to the young man here, folks. Listen to him.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's two questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious.
Now, guys, what I want you to listen and understand from Cummings. Cummings is going to answer the question, but I want you to listen to Cummings because I will play this again. What Cummings demonstrated today, in my opinion and judgment, is not fit to be a leader. He lacks moral compass. He lacks self-control. He cannot handle any hard situation. Let me give you a hint before we play that. You will remember that somebody today has been causing George Weah since 4 years ago. George Weah has been called so many names, including myself. I have called him different names. He had never, ever responded the way Cummings responded today. Let's get into it. All right? Let's get into it. Let's start the video over.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's two questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Cummings gay or brings gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? Yeah.
All right. So I want to question you now. In answering that question, what are the words that Cummings use? I want to see you guys writing it. You don't have to write the whole thing, but whatever you heard him say, he said and used some profanity in there. I want to see the words. I'm watching you here right now, and I'm watching my screen here. What did you hear Cummings say a few minutes ago while answering that question? All right? Very good. BS. Thank you very much, Winston. BS. There you go, Benzema Benedict. BS. Nonsense. Do you think somebody just put the OT on? Anyway, guys, you got all adore here. Now, when I speak about the character of a human being, you saw how low tolerance Cummings is. You saw how low tolerant he is. And you got y'all sitting there over there clapping. This is a man who wants to be president of a country. Imagine somebody get ready all day, they call George Weah man. And when George Weah take that mic to address the public, he never one day come out and say, people out there causing my man, that bullshit, I'm not going to go for it. You ever heard people saying those things? Have you? But this is a man who said he want to be president. And he got a kind of low tolerance level. Very low tolerance. And saw the young people over there and using those kind of profanity. This man has no moral control or heart-button issue. You see, there's a big difference between running a corporation where people watch their tune because they are on a certain policy. But when you're dealing with people who gave you the power on a democracy, they can ask any question. And that was the reason why I wanted for Cummings to come on the East Coast. Those of you that follow me religiously, I have been advocating that Cummings come to the East Coast. Now Cummings is in the East Coast. He among people that are not his friends, but they are bold and brave to ask any question that they believe they need to ask Cummings. And guess how Cummings answered that question? He called the man bullshit. I mean, he said, that's bullshit. Let's listen to him again. Let's go by again, folks. Let's go by again and listen to Cummings. Let's go by again. This man cannot handle a simple question. Listen again.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's the questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Cummings gay or brings gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. People can accuse you of stealing people's money.
Yeah, sitting in there. Yeah, sitting is right here. The one that always talking about Joe, we are, and your people. And the other one here, her father never used any profanity. Her father did not use any profanity. This is the daughter of Child Walker Bronskin. Mr. Bronskin, while you are alive, I never got to hear Mr. Walker Bronskin using any sort of profanity with people that he disagree with. All right? Now, when it comes to Yasini, who always claim that, oh, we live in the perfect world, the people did, the people that, they standing right next to her political candidate, using across the mic to the young people, that bullshit. Is that a leader that cannot stand a question, and that's the way he's supposed to answer the question? That man is not president yet. And because somebody asking is a hot-button question, and he come here and saying that bullshit, Liberians, what do people always say? Or some of you guys, if the Christmas will be good, you can tell by the eve, right? This guy is having a very short temper, as we say in Liberia. He has a very short temper. And a guy like that, you want to go be president? It's very, very bad. Now, let's go back to 2016. There was another gentleman that was asked similar question. Not exact, but similar question. Let's go and listen. The guy who asked the original question to Cummings. Here is him right here. May his soul rest in peace. This is Mamadi Diateke. When he was conducting a series of interview, listen to this interview question and listen how he posed this question here. All right? Let's listen here. Let's listen to the question here, folks.
And Mr. Jones, I have a duty to ask a question. Yeah. What do you think about gay rights?
One, there's this constant murmuring in Liberia about personal preferences and some of those things we like to make. It's a nefarious truth that people continue to do stand in my yard until I open some door. Two, in Montserrat County, in the Republic of Liberia, I do not know of any bill that has been presented to the legislature for passage as it concerns gay rights. Three, my job is to represent the dreams of the people of Montserrat County. Their rights, what do they want? Not what I think or not what everybody else thinks or what people think personally about anybody else. That is incorrect. Four, I understand the laws of the Republic of Liberia as it concerns that lifestyle. I respect the laws of Liberia as it concerns that lifestyle. Five, dignity.
All right. So, stay there. Don't go anywhere. That was Robert Sedif. It came a time people were saying that Robert Sedif was a gay. What I want you to understand about that question is how composed and very disciplined Robert Sedif carefully answered that question. And remember, it was during the election that took place where President Weah became senator. Robert Salif will ask that question. Now, let's go to the direct question. Let's go to the direct question that was asked. Let's go to the direct question that was asked of Robert Salif here. All right? Let's go to the direct question that was asked of Robert Salif and listen to how Robert answered that question and reflect on how Cummings answered that question. So let's go back to Robert Salif. This is the second part of the recording here, all right? So let's listen to Robert Salif here, folks. Let's listen to Robert Salif here. Listen.
So y'all can hear it? Are you against it? Am I gay? Am I gay? No, Melody. Let's be straightforward. I said I respect everybody's dignity and everybody's privacy. That I have to be very. I do not consider myself gay. If that's what you want, I do not consider myself.
Let's repeat that again, folks. Let's repeat that again. Let's repeat that. Let's repeat that. Let's go back again. Listen to Mama D, the late Mama D, asking Robert Salif the similar question the young man asked Cummings today, and how the answer was provided by Robert Salif versus the answer that Cummings provided today.
So y'all can hear it? Are you against it? Am I gay? Am I gay? No, Melody. Let's be straightforward. I said I respect everybody's dignity and everybody's privacy. That I have to be very. I do not consider myself gay. If that's what you want, I do not consider myself.
All right. So let's turn this around. You see how composure, discipline, Robert said he answered that question? And you see how out of control and aggressive, angry behavior that came from Cummings? You see the differences there? Robert said he may have lost the election, but what he demonstrated between the two between he and Cummings is the character discipline. The character. The man said, are you a gay lad? Come on. Really? And then he expanded on that and said, I'm not this. But when you listen to Cummings, let's go back to Cummings again, folks. Let's go back to Cummings. And let's hear what he said again. Let's listen to Cummings there again, folks.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's the questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Cummings gay or brings gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? Yeah.
They make us shit. Yeah? They make us shit. Do you think all the shit other people been making of George Weah? Oh, 4 auditors then die. Since people got missing. When last have you seen George Weah come here and pick up the mic? Those things you're saying are all bullshit. When last have you seen any minister in the government, even though I don't get along with them, tonight at least, I will get it back tonight. When last have you seen them come here and say, no bullshit in them, no bullshit? When last? Even Joe Boca, when somebody says Joe Boca, you get battery in you. You ever hear Joe Boca come here and say that bullshit? Let's be fair here tonight. And that's why I am. And that's who I am. Joe Boca, no matter what people say about him, Joe Boca is sleeping. Costa, you are sadistic, tribalistic. He don't come out and say that bullshit Costa say order. This is about dealing with people who got different set of minds. The way Cummings behave today, do you think if somebody decide to say, you know what, starting from today, I will cause Cummings man every day, the way somebody been causing George Weah man, do you think that person will get a ball to go to Liberia? You will never miss the well until it go dry. The way George Weah is so patient with the Liberian people, Cummings don't have that patience. He does not have that patience. Cummings does not have that patience. When you ask Cummings a specific question, he get a little bit concerned. He get a little bit mad. That's who he is. Let me show you guys another video here of Cummings here again so you can see. All right? Let's go back. Whenever you ask Cummings a very tough question that he dislikes, he get into some type of mood. All right? So, let's look at this.
I have a Liberian passport. I always have been. I always will be.
Have you ever had one American?
I'm a Liberian. And my answer is I'm a Liberian. I have a Liberian passport.
Publicize it, then we know you are resolved.
And yes, and if we're looking at that, we're putting in financial controls to manage our processes and systems. And when we capture people, we will publicize.
Watch you see how he explaining everything, his whole face looking normal, right? Why? Because the question they're asking, he see that the question is enjoyable. Just listen to the next question that coming and watch his whole body composition, especially starting with his face. Watch.
We'll make sure people know.
All right, hold on there.
Okay, so you spent some time on corruption. Now I have to go to my notes. And some of the points that... Let me ask you this question, and I'm not going to address it because one of our listeners in the U.S., do you, Mr. Alexander Cummings, have an American passport?
The way I answer this question, and it's come up all kinds of ways. People try to answer it. And my answer is I'm a Liberian. I have a Liberian passport. I was born in Liberia, I'm a Liberian, I would probably die in Liberia. And that's an answer I've been consistent in giving.
Have you ever had one?
I'm a Liberian, Patrick, always have been and always will be.
Have you ever had one American?
I'm a Liberian. I have a Liberian passport. I always have been. I always will be.
This doesn't answer the question whether you have or not.
Gentlemen.
You get invest now. You get invest.
We can spend the rest of the time.
You get invest now.
Answer this question any number of ways. This is the answer I'm consistently giving.
Okay.
To that question.
You want to make a quick follow-up?
Have you ever applied for American citizenship before?
Cyrus.
You got to invest.
Again, we can spend the rest of the time on this issue, or we can talk about other issues. I give my answer.
But no, we'll move further. But I mean, someone listening out there may think that Mr. Cummings may not be coming clear on this.
Well, that would be unfortunate.
See it? What is so difficult? What is so difficult? Today, and we'll discuss that video in the morning, when he went to one of his supporters, because Cummings did not visit Philadelphia. Cummings only went to people's homes, and he went on the soccer field. For Cummings to tell me that he visited the people on the East Coast, he should go on Woodland. You remember what Boca went the last time? Boca went on Woodland in the African store, and you saw him there. They welcome him, need to go. He can go over there. But Cummings, when I'm going to people's home, they put in the big car, they carry him, they open the door, he joins that, then you put the TV, they put the something on. Cummings had not gone to where we call the stronghold of Liberians. Go to Woodland and see how the people living there, Cummings. Go there. I challenge you to go to Woodland tomorrow, Cummings. I pressurize you. You're now on the East Coast. You have to complete that mission, Cummings. You have to complete that mission. Go on Woodland tomorrow. Stop going in people's backyard. Backyard is not a place. You want to be a leader? Go there. Boca King, he went on Woodland. George King, he went to, how they call the place there, or City Line Avenue. He went there. All right? He went there. Yes, he went there. No, Mazi, this thing will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I will rebroadcast this. So it will be live tomorrow, all right? It will be live tomorrow. Mazi, Melly, it will be live tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, this broadcast will be repeated, and then I will blast it tomorrow. So those who missing it tonight will watch it tomorrow, all right? All right. I know, ladies and gentlemen, this guy want me to be on YouTube. As you guys know, I have the YouTube here. I'm just lazy to keep getting on it. But tomorrow morning we'll broadcast. Maybe tomorrow evening we'll use the method tomorrow we'll broadcast. But you guys have seen how I usually broadcast my stuff, all right? So, Mary, when you tag along to the end, I will show you how we're going to broadcast that tomorrow, all right? But thank you for that. But let me just make this clear. You guys that have been with me on the platform, You know that I have been saying time immemorial that Cummings when come to the United States and when go to Atlanta, Georgia, and then go to Texas, especially in the Houston area, and then he fly back to Liberia. So during the month of March, April, we have been calling on Cummings and telling him that that area, the Atlanta area and the Houston area, is not Liberia, or is not the only place that Liberia live. Now he's on the East Coast. He doesn't want to go to where the real Liberian people is, or where the real Liberian people are, rather. He is going from one person home, they open the door, they bring down in the basement, then he sit down over there. Cummings until you see Cummings like Joseph Boga. And you saw Joseph Boga and the Africans still passing around? Yes. Cummings need to go there and take that tour. Let him see the Liberian people. Because the people he say he want to be president for, right? But he's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. Because there will be more questions coming to him. And the question about that gay thing will come. Y'all must keep asking that question. You see, Liberian journalists, you got back when you're fucked up. You see, this guy, that soccer player, he asked the rightful question. All right? The Liberian journalists back when they fucked up. All right? They are fucked up. The guy back there is asked the question. Somebody said, let him come to Worcester. Oh, yeah, Worcester. Yeah, that's how they call it. Worcester, Massachusetts. Yes, he also need to come to Worcester. So if you listen to me from Massachusetts, Worcester, Massachusetts, Franklin, Massachusetts, Boston, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, you're asking to come to your area. You will not come there. You will not come there. But we got to step on the pressure. Yes. We got to step on the pressure because he's not going to come over there. So Cummings, all right? Cummings is the guy, to be honest with you guys, he got quick temper. He got quick temper. And a guy who got quick temper, you cannot make him president in our country. A lot of people will get hurt. A lot of people will be thrown in jail. Different set of behavior will come in. And you know, I mean, I'm so surprised that y'all sitting of all women standing right there, that man's using the word bullshit. And then she clapping. Let's take a look at it again, folks. Let's take a look at it again, folks. Let's take a look at it. This was so embarrassing. Let's take a look at it again. All right, this time around, take a look at y'all sitting here. All right, this is a woman who says she concerned about decency. Listen and watch.
I want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's two questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality.
Folks, let me draw your attention here, right? Let me draw your attention here. When you look at the video here, folks, when you look at that video, what do you see here? You see women of different backgrounds. Let me just move it in slow motion mode, right? You see women in slow motion mode. Yeah, let the man go to Staten Island. All right, let's go back to the video here. You see women in here in slow motion here, right? Look at the young people faces here. These are people from different background or family, right? Now, when the question was posed to him, I mean, after the gentleman got done, see how the camera moving, right? Look at this lady right here. Do you think the lady really expected Cummings to be that kind of nasty? Look at this sister there here. Do you think these people expected Cummings to be that kind of nasty? No, they never expected Cummings to be that kind of nasty. But do you think he care? No, he don't care. All right? He don't care. So let's go back to the video again. Let's go back and listen to the guy question again, all right? Let's go back now.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's two questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights.
Y'all keep your eye on Yasinio. They want you a little bit shocked. That was her expression. So keep your eye on the one here and keep your eye on Yasini. All right? Keep your eye on to it when he used that profanity there. Watch.
First of all, there's this, what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Cummings gay or brings gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah, it's complete bullshit. Now, look at how the woman looking at him here. She's like, wow. I can't believe that he used that kind of word. But this one right here, she's happy about it. You can see the smile on her face. But that one here, her face looking a little bit serious. Tight lip, no teeth. That one here is about to smile. So this one here is going to be somebody who will be very, very dangerous. Yeah. Because she feels that anything the guy says goes. So she's smiling about it. But keep your eye on both of them again. Let's hit the button again. Let's go and hit that button. Let's hit the button. You see her? You see her there? Oh, my bad. Let's go by again. Let's go by again, folks. Let's go by. Let's go by.
Let me answer the second question first.
I will keep my eye on it.
Gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Cummings is gay or brings gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit.
You see her? You see her here? She embracing the idea. It's daylight. Many people are watching Cummings as a political candidate. But that woman is happy that Cummings is using the word bullshit before people. You see how responsible the girl is here? Because she know her father did not teach her to appreciate the kind of profanity. That's why you see her face there. Let's be honest with this lady right here, who is the vice presidential running mate to Cummings. She is not too happy about this. But this one here is so happy that you can see she opened her mouth here. Oh yeah, these are the people who want to tell you that they coming with change. But the change this man is introducing to you guys on the East Coast here, that's not a change. That is complete disrespect. That is no respect to his fellow Liberians. You all saw how Robert said he answered that question. But the way Cummings answered that question, you see the lady here, she's smiling like that. All right? Now, you will imagine in the end, Cummings will do something in the end. So let's listen to Cummings, all right? So all this smiling, she's smiling here. Listen to Cummings in the end, what he will say there. Let's move ahead.
When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? Yeah. We just want to know your take.
All right, you hear him, right? You hear him say, excuse my language. So that means that he recaptured himself. And I can say this, is Cummings is watching the video here, Cummings. I know he will not watch the video, but people close to him. So I have to say this. You are a disgrace, Cummings. You are a disgrace to the good people of Coca-Cola that gave you that opportunity. You came right back here and looking in the faces of Liberians who are concerned, all right, who are concerned about you that say you want to be president, and they're asking you questions. Look at the young man here. Do you think the young man expected Cummings to express something like that? No. This young man is disappointed. Because all he wanted from Cummings was just a simple explanation. A very simple explanation. But he looked in the young man's face and telling the young man that is all bullshit. Do you think the young man expected that from him? Do you really think the young man expected that from him? The young man did not expect that from him. The young man did not expect that from him. But that's why he gave them today. So Cummings, you are a disgrace to the Coca-Cola name you always carrying around. You cannot stand the public. You cannot stand the heat from the public. You cannot stand diversity. Your first mission that we gave you to come on the East Coast in a very uncharted territory that will challenge your leadership. A question was asked of you that we call the hot button question. It was you who started with it. It was you who came out with it and told the late Mama Dime, so rest in peace, that it is a lifestyle you struggle with. Nobody knew that. You brought that up. But people trying to get clarity from you, and now you are resorting into responding to that question by calling names, using profanity like bullshit, bullshit. Cummings, you are a shame, you are a disgrace. You do not deserve to be president of that country. You need to do some anger management classes. That's my recommendation. You need to take some anger management classes. You see, folks, to determine a leader is to test the character of the leader. Cummings has been in the bubble here. And every time he come, he says stuff, he walk away. Now he come to a region or a coast on the East Coast, and he coming and meeting Liberians who are very diverse. The boys and girls on the East Coast, they don't just look at you because they think that, oh, you okay. No. I remember Robert Sadiq came sometime during my administration on that 69th Street, and it was not easy that day. Burger himself was there. You saw John Lobo, them were trying to feed answer into Burger ear. The boys then on the East Coast, they don't joke because they know whoever they want to put in there must be somebody that will be able to take the heat and stand the tension. Mr. Cummings has proven that he cannot be a leader that will tolerate everybody. He will not tolerate everybody. He's saying this thing against the we administration. Too much stealing, too much stealing. He accusing the we administration oftentimes. Oh, too much stealing. Once have you seen we are coming and say all that thing coming in are bullshit? No. I think in all fairness to George Weah, I think George Weah discipline, he may have earned most of it from these days of playing soccer. Because you know, in Europe, all right, Venetia, the recent guy from Brazil who are being called names, players in Europe, especially African American players, dark-skinned players, the European, some of their fans always use all type of racial slur. And I think we are, with that discipline, he inherited that discipline and continued to live with it. And whatever people say about him, he never comes out to be very, very provocative or to be very, very abusive. Let's put it that way. He don't come out using profanity. He don't latches out like how Cummings latches out. Because what Cummings did today was nothing but latches out. You know what he do now? That boy will be a friend and say, well, I'm not going to ask that guy that question. But we will ask that question on here. We will make sure that Cummings will ask that question, will be asked that question, and he will have to answer that question. But I encourage that young man to not draw back. He must make sure that he continues. And those of you that in Liberia, ask that question. Journalists, for God's sake, you try to make Satan sound a little bit. You need to ask the question here of Cummings. The man in America has set the tune already. You got to carry the video here. Oh God, I miss the guy they called Tim that used to be on NBC News. How many of you guys remember Tim on Meet the Press? Tim Meet the Press. That's the guy who already took this style of showing evidence to people. Tim always used to come out and bring reference and say, look, you said this so and so time. Journalists, you need to take the video here and ask Mr. Cummings, was it right to use bullshit? Is that how you're going to handle? Very good. Somebody said, Tim Russell. Thank you very much, Anthony. I got some good people watching here always. Thank you very much. Tim Russell. That guy, if I were Tim Russell in Liberia training our journalists, it would be very, very super. But I'm sure, despite the fact that he's no longer alive, there are some good journalists over here that can train our guy. Because what Cummings just said is to determine, one, his tolerance level, his composure. How does he handle hard-button issue? How does he handle hard-button question? He proved to you today that he cannot do those things, folks. He cannot do it. He will go into ballistic mode. He will go into a rage. This guy is not ready to be president. You shouldn't allow him to fool you. He got nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right? Absolutely nothing. Listen to here again. All right? Listen to here. This is another set again. Listen to here now. All right? Just listen to here. Listen to here. All right? Listen to him right here.
Almost 20 years I worked for the Coca-Cola company. I lived and worked in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa, here in the US, in the UK, United Kingdom. So I've been blessed to have very different kinds of experiences. My last job at Coca-Cola, I have responsibility for most of the company's functions globally around the world. You know, the market value.
Okay. So, that brother man said he blowing a horn, right? He's blowing a horn. But what does that mean for the Liberian people? Joe, we will tell you, say, I play in France. I play in the Middle East. I play in Italy. I play in England. What did George Weah do? During the war, he went to refugee camps. You listen to Cummings. Oh, he worked for Coca-Cola. He was in Nigeria. By the time Cummings was working in Coca-Cola, while he was in Nigeria, all right, while he was in Nigeria, there were Liberians. There were Liberians on the refugee camp. So you know what? All that thing he talking about, Coca-Cola this, Coca-Cola that, let's listen to what Joe Weah said about the whole Coca-Cola thing here, all right? So let's listen to what President Weah said.
Some people talk about, and that's just in a Coca-Cola factory. Coca-Cola factory is right on the other end. Those that every day making more, saying I work with Coca-Cola. And I work with Coca-Cola. You work with Coca-Cola. You think because Liberia invent the chemical to mix chemical? It's not to mix chemical. I can make Coca-Cola. I can make my own Coca-Cola. But they boast on the only thing they do to be on the board of Coca-Cola and the boasting. But to be on board of Coca-Cola, I can be on board anything. I work with FIFA. You understand? But now, being on the boat, if you're on the boat and Coca-Cola is close in Liberia, and you're a Liberian, then you're not serious. Do you know how Coca-Cola came back to this country? Those that posting that were on their boat and what have you, they were there and they allowed Coca-Cola to close and leave. Today, the Coca-Cola that the soft drink that you're drinking, you know how it came to the country? It was through my instrumentality with my partner. Is it better? Is it better? It tastes better. It tastes better than what they took for us. Because everybody wanted to embarrass the government to show that these children you're bringing, they don't know anything. So they were cutting the cars, taking their stuff back. But they made a big...
You see the difference there? It's the fantasy meeting the reality. Cummings goes around and brag about working here for Coca-Cola, working there. But one significant question that Joe Weah asked, with everything you say here, Coca-Cola was in Liberia. What can Cummings relate to when he bragging about all those things? I work here, I work there. What applicable can he say that he did for Liberia? And now what Joe Weah came in now and clearly explain to the Liberian people in a real Liberian way. In a real Liberian way, the Coca-Cola you say you're working for, what did you do for our people? When Coca-Cola was closing down, what did you do? He did nothing. But all he will be doing, going around. Let's listen to the brother again. Let's listen to him again. You listen to him again. All right? The Coca-Cola man. You listen to him. Let's listen to him here.
Almost 20 years I worked for the Coca-Cola company. I've lived and worked in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa, here in the US, in the UK, United Kingdom. So I've been blessed to have very different kinds of experiences. My last job at Coca-Cola, I have responsibility for most of the company's functions globally around the world. You know, the market value.
This guy is nothing but a showman. He's nothing but a showman. There's nothing he did for Coca-Cola but just hanging around. So let's listen to Joe Weah again, folks. Let's listen to Joe Weah telling the man the reality. All right? Let's listen to Joe Weah here. Ready? Let us listen to Joe Weah.
Joe Weah addressed Mr. Lester.
Some people talk about, and that's just in a Coca-Cola factory. Coca-Cola factory is right on the other end. Those that every day making more, saying I work with Coca-Cola. And I work with Cobra. You work with Cobra. You think that because Liberia invent the chemical to mix chemical? Mixing chemical. I can make Cobra. I can make my own Cobra. But they boast on the only thing they do to be on the board of Cobra and the boasting. But to be on board of Cobra, I can be on board anything. I work with FIFA. You understand? But now, being on the boat, if you're on the boat and Coca-Cola is close in Liberia, and you're a Liberian, then you're not serious. Do you know how Coca-Cola came back to this country? Those that posting that were on their boat and what have you, they were there and they allowed Coca-Cola to close and leave. So then the Coca-Cola that the soft drink that you're drinking, you know how it came to the country? It was through my instrumentality with my partners. It's even better. It's even better. It tastes better. It tastes better than what they took from us. Because everybody wanted to embarrass the government to show that these children you're bringing, they don't know anything. So they were cutting their cars, taking their stuff back. But they made a big...
So that's it there, folks. That's the reality there. Everything that Cummings said, it make no sense. All right? It make no sense. Everything he did, he only earned it for himself. It was me, myself, and I. When you listen to Cummings telling you about he worked here, he worked there, there is nothing that he can relate to the people of Liberia who were displaced in Nigeria during the war days. And he was right there. There is nothing that his years of service at Coca-Cola he can point out in Liberia. There's nothing. There's nothing, folks. So let's wrap the thing up. Let's wrap it up, all right? If you missed the whole thing, I got it for you here in a brief summary form. Ready for it? Let's shoot. Shoot for it here. If you missed the whole show, right now you're going to get the whole summary of it. Enjoy.
Question on gay rights. And I've answered this question, perhaps not too elegantly. And I've used the words that I'm conflicted by this issue, but let me explain why. Let me explain what I mean by that. It's a lifestyle that I struggle with. You should state the answer to that question the right way. I don't know if it's a very sensitive situation. I don't know if that's right. Was strict youth support is something that you would, I think I've answered the question the way I'm comfortable answering it. And again, I gotta be authentic to who I am. There will be a political answer that, people will perhaps want to hear, but I gotta be real, Alex, and I want the Liberian people to see the real person, and that I would not, change my answer to suit different situations. I think that's the kind of leader, what you should be, looking for.
We just want to know your take on homosexuality and gay rights in Liberia. That's two questions we got. Okay. Let me answer the second question first on gay rights and sexuality. First of all, there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that there's a Cummings gay and will bring gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right?
And Mr. Jones, I have a duty to ask a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about gay rights?
One, there's this constant murmuring in Liberia about personal preferences and some of those things we like to make. It's a nefarious truth that people continue to do standing in my yard until I open some door. Two, in Montserrat County, in the Republic of Liberia, I do not know of any bill that has been presented to the legislature for passage as it concerns gay rights. Three, my job is to represent the dreams of the people of Montserrat County. Their rights, what do they want? Not what I think or not what everybody else thinks or what people think personally about anybody else. That is incorrect. Four, I understand the laws of the Republic of Liberia as it concerns that lifestyle. I respect the laws of Liberia as it concerns that lifestyle. Five, dignity. So you can hear it?
Are you against
Am I gay? Am I gay? No, Mama D. Mama D. Let's be straightforward. I said I respect everybody's dignity and everybody's privacy. That I have to be clear. I do not consider myself gay. If that's what you want to. I do not consider myself. Any other reason?
Almost 20 years I worked for the Coca-Cola company. I've lived and worked in Nigeria, in Kenya, in South Africa, here in the US, in the UK, United Kingdom. So I've been blessed to have very different kinds of experiences. My last job at Coca-Cola, I had responsibility for most of the company's functions globally, around the world. You know, the market value.
Yes, some people talk about, and that's just a Coca-Cola factory. Coca-Cola factory is right on the other end. Those that every day making more, say that I work with Coca-Cola. And I work with Coca-Cola. You work with Coca-Cola. You think because Labiro invent the chemical to mix chemical? Mixing chemical. I can make Coca-Cola. I can make my own Coca-Cola. But they boast on the only thing they do to be on the board of Coca-Cola and the boasting. But to be on board of Coca-Cola, I can be on board anything. I work with FIFA. You understand? But now, being on the boat, if you're on the boat and Coca-Cola is close in Liberia, and you're Liberian, then you're not serious. Do you know how Coca-Cola came back to this country? Those that boasting that were on their boat and what have you, they were there and they allowed Coca-Cola to close and leave. Today, the Coca-Cola that the soft drink that you're drinking, you know how it came to the country? It was through my instrumentality with my partner. Is it better? It is better than what they took for us. Because everybody wanted to embarrass the government to show that these children you're bringing, they don't know anything. So they were cutting the cars, taking their stuff back. But they made a big...
Jawia addressed Mr. Lester.
Yes, some people talk about, and that's just a Coca-Cola factory. Coca-Cola factory is right on the other end. Those that every day making more, say that I work with Coca-Cola. And I work with Coca-Cola. You work with Coca-Cola. You think because Labiro invent the chemical to mix chemical? Mixing chemical. I can make Coca-Cola. I can make my own Coca-Cola. But they boast on the only thing they do to be on the board of Coca-Cola and the boasting. But to be on board of Coca-Cola, I can be on board anything. I work with FIFA. You understand? But now, being on the boat, if you're on the boat and Coca-Cola is close in Liberia, and you're Liberian, then you're not serious. Do you know how Coca-Cola came back to this country? Those that boasting that were on their boat and what have you, they were there and they allowed Coca-Cola to close and leave. Today, the Coca-Cola that the soft drink that you're drinking, you know how it came to the country? It was through my instrumentality with my partner. Is it better? It is better than what they took for us. Because everybody wanted to embarrass the government to show that these children you're bringing, they don't know anything. So they were cutting the cars, taking their stuff back. But they made a big...
All right, guys, so that was just the summary of what we discussed tonight. So if you came late and you missed that, well, the last part of the video you just watched and listened to, that was the summary. I will say this before we leave tonight, that I believe that Mr. Cummings does not have the leadership skills, the ability to handle tough questions, the resilience to withstand other people with diverse view. And in my view, having followed Cummings for a very long time, defeated him in 2017, and after sitting down for almost 6 years, Cummings hasn't changed. In fact, he has gotten worse. I don't know, because of age factor, but he's had that kind of low tolerance. I don't think he's somebody that can be a leader right now, because you just saw it. You saw the video. You saw how he reacted. You saw all the braggadocious behavior he got. I was this with Coca-Cola. And Mr. Weah just came and hit that very simple. That everything you brag about, there's no footprint of yours in Liberia as it relates to the one Cocoa Club you talk about here. It was through me that when Cocoa Club closed, I had to go and get friends. I had to twist arm to bring people that will help me to get Cocoa Club back into Liberia. You know, we all about deliverable. We are not about breaking ranks. And you know, breaking rank means nothing to the people of Liberia. And you know, Mr. Weah stand a better chance of getting re-elected, but I want Sedition to understand that if the disenchanted Sedition are not engaged, we will continue to have the conversation here on the opposition, but at the end of the day, y'all need to understand that I want those disappointed Sedition back. If nobody is doing anything about bringing the disappointed Sedition back or the disenchanted Sedition, you're the Sedition, y'all myself will get into it. We'll get into it. And we'll get into it from now to October the 10th. You got to bring the people back. If you don't bring the people back, we will get into it. And you don't want me to get into it with you. All right? So let this be clear. Don't let no minister call you here and tell you, oh, don't do this, don't do that. No. No minister ain't work for them. If we are saying he running today, they ain't get no job tomorrow. You need to understand that. All right? The people must come first. All right? So with that being said, guys, I'd like to say a big thank you to every one of you guys. Enjoy the rest of your time, all right? Go to your church tomorrow. You don't come into your church because I'm not going there. Yeah, don't come into your church. You're going to Liberian church, don't call me. The broadcast will be repeated tomorrow in the morning and we'll be blasting it out. But before we go, I just wanted to show something here. Mercy, you still here? Mercy, are you still here? I want you to tell me yes. Maxie, are you still here? Mercy, are you still here? There's a way I can tell, but I don't know why you're still here. Mercy, are you still here? All right. Mercy, are you still here? I'm looking at my list here. Henry Yango, you gotta check. Henry Yango, you gotta check your. I'm talking about you, my Henry Yango. Mercy, are you still here? Henry Yango, I'm not talking about you. All right, I don't think Mercy is here. But anyway, guys, just thank you so much for your time. All right? I'm not talking about you, Henry Yango. Not you, Henry Yango. No. In fact, I got a message for you, Henry Yango. Check your mailbox, Henry Yango. That's all I want you. That's all I will remind you of. Check your mailbox, Henry Yango. All right, guys. So I see you guys tomorrow or later on tonight. Today. Keep sending me that Cummings video. We want to see that video tomorrow. We got another one to analyze tomorrow. All right? We got another one to analyze tomorrow. Yes. So I see you guys. Yango, you can't listen to the music. Just call my messenger and can't listen to the music. I already got it in automatic play. All right? So call and then be here in my office while I'm going to sleep. All right? Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right? Bye. J. Rennie is out.